Hey everyone, Mark here from the windowcleaningstore.com. Today I want to show you these double ear clamps, sometimes also known as pinch clamps. These are used when you want to connect a piece of hose or tubing onto a fitting. Usually it goes onto a barbed fitting. And I'm going to show you how to fasten these onto the tubing to make sure that the tubing does not come off. Now, like they call these ones double ear clamps. You can even have single ear clamps. You can see that they've got these like winged on both sides. That's why they call this a double. A single would only have that winged on one side. I'm going to show you two different ways to fasten this on. So I've already put the clamp loose on the tubing that's over a barbed fitting. And there's two different ways you can use actually a proper clamping tool. Looks something like this. Many hardware stores carry them, but you can also find them online. And the idea is that you're going to grab onto one of the ears, put it in between, and you're going to pinch down. You can use both hands, and as you can see, nice and pinched down, as opposed to the one on this side, which hasn't been pinched down yet. So that's method one. Now I want to just tell you that, I mean, these tools, especially if you got a good one, they're not cheap. You know, they're like about $25, $30. And if you're only going to be using this once or twice, there's probably no need to actually buy this tool. One other tool that you may have in your disposal, though, is a pair of vice grips. Usually, either you have a pair of vice grips or you probably know somebody has a pair of vice grips. If you're going to use the vice grip method, what I suggest you do is, you notice here I've got the plier part of the vice grips turned down tight, but not all the way closed. You can adjust it by here. So what's going to happen is, I'm going to use this to pinch down, but because this is set to be a little bit open, it's not going to pinch down too hard. Because you don't want to pinch down too hard, you could end up splitting the tubing or breaking the barbed fitting that you have, which you're connecting the hose to. So I'm just going to grab a hold of the ear on this one side. And what's great about vice grips is they're not just like pliers where you're just trying to use your force to close it. Once you get past to a certain point, these things will actually snap close and kind of lock in. You hear that lock, that click? Now I can take a look at it. Now I can see that it's not quite as pinched as much as the other side. So I'm going to just, again, I'm going to just with the adjuster here, I'm going to go just a little bit more. Like I said, you don't want to do too much. I'm going to go back to that side again. And there we go. It's nice and pinched, pretty much even like the other side. And this hose is not going to come off at all. So once again, if you have a pair of vice grips handy, definitely use those. If you really want to get a proper tool, this is what the tool looks like. Just look for a double ear or pinch clamp clamping tool. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.